Melanotan II, tanning peptide with a twist. Introduction. Welcome back to our peptide series. Today we're looking at Melanotan II, famous as the tanning peptide, but also discussed in bodybuilding circles for its effects on appetite and fat loss. What is it? How does it work? And what are real-world users actually reporting? Let's break it down. What is Melanotan II? Originally developed at the University of Arizona as a potential skin cancer prevention drug by stimulating melanin production. It's a synthetic analog of alpha-melanocyte-stimulating hormone, AMSH. AMSH is a natural peptide hormone involved in pigmentation, energy balance, and sexual function. Melanotan II is not related to HGH or IGF-1. It acts on completely different receptors. How it works: binds to melanocortin receptors, MC1R, MC3R, MC4R in the brain. MC1R stimulates melanin production in the skin, tanning effect. MC3R, MC4R in the hypothalamus involved in appetite regulation and energy expenditure. MC4R linked to sexual arousal pathways. Because of this broad receptor activity, Melanotan II produces several effects at once: darker skin, reduced appetite, sometimes increased libido. Claimed benefits in fitness and bodybuilding contexts. 1. Tanning and appearance. The most obvious effect: accelerated tanning and darker skin tone even with minimal sun exposure. Bodybuilders use it pre-contest for a deeper tan without excessive UV exposure. 2. Appetite suppression. Many users report reduced hunger and easier adherence to calorie-restricted diets. This is why it gets mentioned alongside fat loss peptides, although it's not a true lipolytic agent like HGH Fragments or AOD 9064. 3. Possible increase in energy expenditure. Animal studies show melanocortin receptor activation increases energy expenditure, though human data are limited. Side effects and risks. Nausea and flushing, very common at the start of a cycle. Darkening of moles or freckles may increase with use, a potential concern for skin health. Erectile/sexual side effects: increased libido in some, unwanted erections in men. Unknown long-term safety, still experimental with no formal medical approval for tanning or weight loss. Injection site irritation, redness or itching. Typical dosing practices seen online, for informational purposes only, not a recommendation. Often started with a loading phase of 250 to 500 micrograms subcutaneously daily for 1 to 2 weeks. Maintenance, 250 micrograms 2 to 3 times a week or as needed. Users increase sun or UV exposure to enhance tanning. Some deliberately keep doses very low to reduce nausea and mole darkening. Science versus real-world feedback. Research data. Early human trials confirmed potent tanning and mild appetite suppression. Some interest in obesity treatment via MC4R activation, but side effects such as nausea, blood pressure changes, and sexual effects limited development. Athlete and trainer observations. Reliable tanning effect, sometimes dramatic. Appetite suppression varies. Some find it very strong, others minimal. No direct fat-burning effect. Weight loss mostly due to eating less. Conclusion. Melanotan II is primarily a tanning peptide that accidentally became interesting to dieters and athletes because it also suppresses appetite and may slightly boost energy expenditure. It's not a true fat-burning peptide like HGH Fragment or AOD 9064, but it can be a behavioral aid for calorie control during a cut. However, it's experimental with limited safety data, so caution is advised.